Before we get to the story, I'd like to say thanks so much for visiting my new channel. I'm going to be uploading cosmic horror related stories every single day. So if that sounds good, please drop a like and don't forget to subscribe. It means a lot, especially when just getting started. I hope you enjoy the story. I noticed it on Monday night during my break at the gas station. I'm Connor, and I work the overnight shift at a stop and go off Route 47 in Pinehurst. It's a nothing town in the middle of nowhere, the kind of place where everyone knows everyone and nothing ever happens. I'm 23, still living with my mum, taking classes at community college during the day and pumping gas at night. Not exactly living the dream, but it pays the bills. I've always had trouble sleeping, even as a kid, so working nights make sense for me. I'm up anyway, might as well get paid for it. During my breaks, I usually go outside and look at the stars. It's one of the few things I actually enjoy about this job. No light pollution out here, so on clear nights, you can see everything. I got into astronomy in high school and never really stopped. There's something calming about it, you know? Looking up at something that's been there for millions of years, that'll be there long after I'm gone. So Monday night, it's about 11:47, and I'm inside restocking cigarettes behind the counter. I glance out the window and see Orion's belt, clear as day, 3 stars in a perfect row. I've looked at those stars 1,000 times. They're like old friends. I finish restocking and take my break around 2:30 in the morning. I go out back where we're technically not supposed to smoke, but everyone does anyway. I light up and look at the sky. Orion's belt is still there, which makes sense. But something feels off. I can't quite put my finger on it. I stare at it for a while, trying to figure out what's bothering me. Then it hits me. The stars are in the exact same position as they were at 11:47. I mean, exactly the same. Same angle, same height, in the sky. Everything. That's weird, right? Stars move. The Earth rotates. In 3 hours, things should look different. But I'm tired, and I've been awake for almost 20 hours at this point. I'm probably just confused. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. I finish my cigarette and go back inside. Kevin, the other guy working tonight, is on his phone watching videos with his earbuds in. He barely looks up when I walk past. The rest of the shift passes normally. I go home Tuesday morning, sleep until 3 in the afternoon, eat something, go to my intro to biology class, come home, eat again, and head back to work. Tuesday night, same routine. I get to the gas station at 10:45, clock in, start my shift. Around 11:47, I'm taking out the trash, and I look up. Orion's belt. Same exact position as last night. Okay, that's definitely weird. I go back inside and actually pay attention this time. I watch the sky through the window. For the next hour, the stars don't move. Not even a little bit. I check multiple times, looking away, and then looking back, trying to catch any change. Nothing. At 2:30, I take my break again. Go outside. Orion's belt is in the exact same spot it was at 11:47. The exact same spot it was at 2:30 yesterday morning. The stars aren't moving. I stand there for 15 minutes, smoking 2 cigarettes back to back, just staring at the sky. It's like looking at a photograph. Everything is frozen in place. "Hey, Kevin," I say when I go back inside. "Come look at this." He sighs and pulls out his earbuds. "What?" "The stars. They're not moving. He gives me this look, like I'm the dumbest person he's ever met. Stars don't move, dude. No, I mean, they do. The Earth rotates. The sky should look different than it did 4 hours ago. Kevin walks over to the window and glances outside for maybe 2 seconds. Looks normal to me. He puts his earbuds back in and returns to his phone. I want to argue with him, but what's the point? Kevin doesn't care about anything that isn't on his phone screen. The rest of the night, I can't stop thinking about it. I watch the sky until my shift ends at 7 in the morning. The stars never move, not 1 inch. Wednesday morning, I tried to tell my mum about it over breakfast. She's rushing around getting ready for her job at the bank, barely paying attention. Mum, something weird is happening with the sky. That's nice, honey. She's looking for her keys. No, I'm serious. The stars aren't moving. They've been in the same position for 2 nights. She finds her keys under a magazine and looks at me with that concerned expression she gets sometimes. Connor, are you sleeping enough? You look exhausted. I'm fine. I'm trying to tell you something important. We'll talk about it later, okay? I'm already late. She kisses me on the forehead and leaves. I sit there eating cereal that tastes like cardboard, feeling like I'm going crazy. I try posting about it online. I go on Reddit, find an astronomy forum, and write out what I've been seeing. Within an hour, I have a dozen responses calling me an idiot. Someone explains how star positions work, like I'm 5 years old. Another person says, I'm probably just high. The thread gets deleted for being low effort. At school that afternoon, I tried talking to Professor Williams, who teaches my astronomy elective. He's this older guy who genuinely loves space, always enthusiastic about it. If anyone will listen, it'll be him. Professor Williams, can I ask you something? Of course, Connor. What's up? Have you noticed anything strange about the sky lately? He raises an eyebrow. Strange how? Like the stars not moving? He laughs, not mean, but like I've said something funny. Connor, stars appear to move very slowly from our perspective. Their positions do change throughout the night due to Earth's rotation, but the changes can be subtle if you're not paying close attention. Are you sure you're not just confusing different observation times? No, I've been watching carefully. They're in the exact same position hour after hour. He gives me the same look my mom did. Concerned, pitying. Are you feeling all right? Getting enough sleep? I leave his office feeling worse than before. Everyone thinks I'm either stupid or crazy. Wednesday night at work, I bring my phone and start taking pictures. I take one at 11:47, another at 12:30, one at 1:15, another at 2:30, another at 3:45. I make sure the timestamp is visible in each photo. When I look at them all together, it's undeniable. The sky is identical in every single picture. Orion's belt in the same spot. The moon in the same position. 3/4 full, same angle. Everything frozen. But I also notice something else. Something I should have seen before. The moon should have changed phases by now. It's been 3 nights, but it's still 3/4 full in the exact same position. I go outside and check the temperature on my phone. 52 degrees. I remember it being 52 degrees Monday night and Tuesday night. It's always 52 degrees. Thursday morning, I show Kevin the photos. Look, same sky, different times. See? He glances at my phone. Yeah, so? That's what the sky looks like. But it shouldn't look the same at midnight and 4 in the morning. That's 4 hours apart. He shrugs. I don't know, man. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. I want to grab him and shake him. How can he look at this evidence and not see what I'm seeing? That's when I realize something horrible. He can see it. He's looking right at the photos. But his brain isn't registering that anything is wrong. It's like he has a blind spot for this specific thing. I test this theory with other people. I show the photos to the morning shift guy who comes in at 7. Same reaction. I show my mum that afternoon. Same thing. I show 3 different people at school. Nobody sees the problem. They can all see the frozen sky. They just don't understand that it's frozen. Thursday night, I start noticing other things. I haven't felt hungry since Monday. I've been eating, going through the motions, but I don't actually feel hunger. Come to think of it, I haven't felt tired either, despite my usual insomnia. I check my phone. The last text message I received was Monday at 11:32 from my mum asking me to pick up milk. I did pick up milk on Tuesday morning, but there are no texts after that Monday night message. I scroll through my messages. Nothing new in 3 days. I check social media. No new posts from anyone I follow since Monday night. The last post is from 11:26. My hands start shaking. I watch my mum Thursday morning before I go to sleep. She goes through her routine, makes coffee, drinks it while watching the morning news, gets dressed, can't find her keys, finds them under a magazine, kisses me on the forehead, leaves for work. It's the exact same routine from Wednesday morning. Same coffee mug, same outfit, same news stories on TV, keys under the same magazine. When I wake up Thursday afternoon, I check her closet. The outfit she wore is back on the hanger, clean, like she never wore it. I think I might be losing my mind. Thursday night, after my shift ends, I drive around town. It's 7:15 in the morning. Sun coming up. I drive down Main Street. There's old Mr. Peterson walking his dog, same as always. Mrs. Chen opening up her bakery. The same blue Honda parked in front of the post office that's been there every morning this week. I drive to the diner on the edge of town, the one that's open 24 hours. I park and go inside. There are 5 people in here. An older woman in a booth by the window, eating pancakes. 2 guys at the counter drinking coffee. A younger woman in the back corner with a laptop. A tired-looking waitress refilling coffee. I've been in here before, earlier this week, Tuesday morning, I think. These same 5 people were here, in the same spots, doing the same things. I sit at a booth and order coffee. The waitress brings it with a tired smile. I watch the other customers. The old woman cuts her pancakes, takes a bite, chews, swallows, cuts another piece. The exact same motions, over and over. The guys at the counter laugh at something. I can't hear what they're saying, but their movements look rehearsed, like actors doing a scene they've performed 100 times. I leave money on the table and get out of there. Friday morning, I'm sitting in my car in the gas station parking lot after my shift, trying to process everything, when someone knocks on my window. I jump and look over. It's a girl, maybe 17 or 18, dark hair, wearing a Pinehurst High hoodie. She looks scared. I rolled down the window. Yeah? You're the guy who's been talking about the stars, right? My heart starts pounding. How did you know that? I overheard you at the coffee shop yesterday. You were muttering to yourself about Orion's belt. She glances around nervously. I noticed too, since Tuesday. I stare at her. You noticed what? The sky. It's not moving, and neither is anything else. Not really. Her voice cracks. I thought I was going crazy. Then I heard you, and I've been trying to find you since yesterday. I unlocked the passenger door. Get in. Her name is Lisa. She's a senior at Pinehurst High. She first noticed the frozen sky Tuesday night when she was driving home late from a friend's house. She's been aware of it for 3 days now, same as me. She's also noticed all the other things. The loops, the repetition, the blind spot everyone else has. We sit in my car in the parking lot and compare notes. No new texts since Monday night, she says. 11:26 was my last one. Mine was 11:32, I say. My parents have been doing the same routine every day, same conversations, same everything. Same with my mom. I tried to change things, Lisa says. I hid my dad's car keys so he couldn't go to work. He just got confused and upset until I gave them back. Then he left like normal, same time as always. What do you think happened? She's quiet for a moment. I think something broke on Monday night, and everything's been trying to reset back to before it broke, but it can't quite do it right. But why can we see it? Why not everyone else? I don't know. She looks at me with red, tired eyes. But I'm really glad I'm not alone. We spend Friday trying to figure out what to do. We try everything we can think of to break the cycle or wake other people up. We cause a scene at the grocery store, knocking over displays. People get upset, clean it up, and then everything resets. An hour later, the displays are back exactly how they were. We try to convince Lisa's best friend that something is wrong. The friend just smiles and nods and doesn't understand, even when Lisa is practically screaming at her. We try leaving town. We get about 5 miles out on Route 47 before the road just ends. Not like construction or anything. It's like the world past that point doesn't exist. Just a weird blankness that hurts to look at. We drive back to town in silence. Friday night, I notice something new. The town looks wrong. The colors are slightly faded, like an old photograph left in the sun. The red of the stop and go sign is more pink now. The green of the trees is more gray. Do things look different to you? I ask Lisa. We're sitting on the curb outside the gas station. Yeah, she says, quietly. Since this morning, everything looks washed out. Saturday is worse. The colors are even more faded. Sounds are muffled, like everything is underwater. I'm talking to Kevin at work and his voice sounds wrong, distant. Lisa calls me in the afternoon, panicking. I was at the grocery store and I saw someone freeze, like completely freeze. This woman was reaching for a box of cereal and she just stopped, mid-reach, for like 10 seconds. Then she continued, like nothing happened. I believe you, I say, because I saw the same thing happen to my mom this morning. Sunday, the world is falling apart. People are skipping now, repeating the same sentence over and over. The weatherman on TV says, partly cloudy skies, 5 times in a row, before continuing with the forecast. My mum asks me if I want eggs for breakfast, and when I say yes, she asks again and again and again. I have to leave the room. The colors are almost completely grey now. Everything looks like a black and white movie, just with hints of washed out color remaining. Lisa and I meet at the park. We're both terrified. "It's degrading," she says. "Whatever is keeping this loop going, it's breaking down." What happens when it breaks completely? She doesn't answer. That night, I go to work, even though I'm not sure there's any point. Kevin is there, but he's wrong. His movements are jerky, like a video game character glitching. He walks to the counter, resets, walks to the counter again, resets. I leave him there and go outside. It's 11:47. I look up at the sky. Orion's belt, frozen in place, same as always. The 3/4 moon hanging motionless. And then I see it. A shooting star. Except it doesn't move across the sky. It just appears, a bright point of light between Orion and the moon. It's there, burning bright, stationary. I stare at it, and memories flood back. Memories I didn't know I had. Monday night, 11:53. I was outside on my break. I saw this same shooting star appear. It didn't move. I watched it, confused. And then I felt something, like falling, even though I was standing still. A sensation of the world dropping away beneath me. It only lasted a second. Then the star blinked out, and everything seemed normal. But it wasn't normal. That was the moment. That was when everything broke. I pull out my phone and call Lisa. "Where were you Monday night at 11:53? "What? I don't know. Why?" "Think. It's important." She's quiet for a moment. "I was driving home from Ashley's party. I remember because I looked at the clock and thought I should have left earlier." "Why?" "Were you looking at the sky?" Another pause. Yeah, I was. There was this weird star. It just appeared out of nowhere, and I was watching it while I drove. Then I felt really strange for a second, like dizzy. The star disappeared, and I kept driving. That's it, I say. That's when it happened. We were both looking at the sky at that exact moment. That's why we can see what's wrong. Everyone else wasn't looking. What was it? The star. I watch as the shooting star blinks out, exactly like it did Monday night, exactly like it probably does every loop. I don't think it was a star, I say. I think something came through. It's trying to reset everything back to before it arrived. But it can't do it right. Connor, I'm scared. Me too. I feel it again. The falling sensation. The world dropping away. It only lasts a second. When it stops, I check my phone. The time says 11:54. I look around. The gas station looks slightly more colorful than it did a minute ago. Not normal, but better. Like someone adjusted the saturation. I go inside. Kevin is at the counter, looking at his phone, earbuds in. Normal. No glitching. "Hey Kevin," I say, "what day is it?" He looks up, annoyed. "Monday." "Why?" "Monday." It reset. I go back outside and call Lisa. She answers on the first ring. "It's Monday again," she says. She's crying. "Connor, it's Monday again. We're back at the beginning." I know. How many times has this happened? How many times have we looped without knowing? I don't have an answer for that. We talk for a while, both of us scared, both of us trying to figure out what to do. But there's nothing we can do. We're trapped here, watching the same 4 days repeat over and over, watching the world degrade a little more each time, watching people turn into broken copies of themselves. Eventually, Lisa has to go. Her mum is calling for her, probably saying the same thing she's said 100 times before. I stand outside the gas station, looking up at the frozen sky. Orion's belt, locked in place. The three-quarter moon that will never change phase. The shooting star that will appear at 11:53 and blink out, marking the moment when everything tries to reset. I wonder how many loops have happened before I noticed. How many times has Monday night bled into Tuesday, into Wednesday, into Thursday, the world getting worse each time, until finally it resets and tries again. I wonder how long until Lisa and I start looping too. How long until we forget, until we're just like everyone else, going through the motions without knowing anything is wrong. The sky hasn't moved in 4 days. Tomorrow will be Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday, then the star will appear again, and I'll feel that falling sensation, and it'll be Monday again, and again, and again. I'm the only one who notices. Well, me and Lisa. But in a town of 3,000 people, 2 aware people might as well be none. I light a cigarette and smoke it slowly, watching the unchanging stars. Behind me, inside the gas station, Kevin is living the same night he's lived countless times before. Tomorrow, my mum will make coffee and lose her keys and find them under a magazine. Mr. Peterson will walk his dog. Mrs. Chen will open her bakery. The same 5 people will sit in the same spots at the diner. And I'll be here, watching it all, knowing the truth. The sky hasn't moved in 4 days, and it never will again.